Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching this video. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for clicking in to watch. This market you are seeing is located in MPAPE, one of the slums in Abuja. I know a lot of people are keep saying that we should not call MPAPE a slum, but you cannot compare MPAPE or PAPE to other areas in Abuja, because Abuja, of course, is a city center. Like, how would I put it, is the capital of Nigeria, and we've shown you guys the good sides of Abuja, and it will not be out of place to show you that Abuja also has a slum, and one of those slums are Pape. You see, in Pape, this market you are seeing, they sell very affordable things here. You can see something in the city center, like in Wuse. You can see something in Wuse going for, like, let's say $50, and you get to Pape and see something for, let's say, that $50 thing you saw, you can see it for $30 in Pape. Now, a lot of people come into Pape to buy things and go into the city center, into Abuja, to sell. If you want to buy fairly used things, first grade is when people are doing sales, and they, like, maybe end of year sales. Now, what is left by January, they'll cargo it down to Nigeria or to any part of Africa for people to sell, and it will then become second grade. And by so doing, people are able to buy very good designers at affordable price, designers that they could not afford originally. They now get it in this market because it's less expensive. And it also goes to show that even those who sell in Wuse market, in Otako market, in Gariki market, these markets are market found in Abuja, the city center. They pay so much money to pay shop rent, for shop rent, and then in this market they pay just little amount of money. And so, because they pay little amount of money, their prices are not that high. So you find out that you come to this place, you buy things very cheap, or let's say you get affordable items here, as against you going into Wuse, Utako, Geriki, or Wee markets. Things are expensive in those places because those areas are called the eyebrow areas, where the rich people live. But Pape is where the low income earners live. And if you want to buy building materials, you want to get chippings for building, you can find them here in Pape. For those of you who are building or planning to build in Abuja, you want to get cheap labor, come to Pape and get them. But most times you see that even people who make hair, you see that hair vendors are cheaper in Pape. So people drive into Pape to make their hair. Who live in the city center, they drive into Pape to make their hair. But those girls who make hair in Pape, once they come outside to do your hair, maybe you call them for whole service and they see where you live, they just jack up their price. While in Pape, if they want to do hair, they can charge you like 2,500, 3,000, 4,000, or let's say 3,025 to braid, and which is about, let's say, $3 to braid. But once you invite them to your own house, they will begin to charge you from $5 to $6, as the case may be. So I just thought to show you people how busy this market is in Pape, and how much they charge to do things here. Some people who live in the city center come to Pape to repair their cars, to do a lot of things that are so expensive in the city center. When I say city center, I mean Abuja city itself. So you can come here, you can see what this barrel guy is carrying. They are called disposable plates. In this place, in Pape, you can get these disposable plates for, let's say, 3,000 naira for a whole pack of 100. And in Abuja, you can get it for 5,000 or 6,000, depending on the market you go to. You can buy fruits in this market very, very cheap, or you can get affordable fruits here. And when you get to the city center, it's more expensive. Now, this place is closer to the farm. Most people have farms here, so it's closer to the farm. So of course they will not pay so much transportation as it's were going to the city center. Here you can pay, maybe from the farm to this market, you can pay, like, let's say, maybe 500 naira, which is not up to $1. and then when you are going to the city center, you spend so much going to the city center. And that is why I said I should bring this to you. So whenever you need to buy fairly used things like shoes, bags, you know, kitchenware, anything, even new things, they are actually very cheap here. Somebody might say, okay, how much will it cost you to come from the city center? It depends on what part of the city center you live. But those who live in Meitama, Kubwa, Katampe, Katampe, Dawaki, Gwarimpa, they are really close to this place, so the transportation will not be that much. Before now, before the hike in prices of fuel, things were really not, transportation was not that bad. But if you have your own car, you could come here and do your shopping. You can buy your suitcases here. Suitcases that in the city center you get for 150,000, you can get it for 80 or 100,000 in Papi. And that is why I decided to bring this to you to let you know that in Papi, things are affordable. You don't need to spend so much to buy things, to shop here. Things are quite affordable, and you can buy your toiletries here also. So you can actually pick a day. Like this day here was a Thursday, which is their market day. So you can pick a Thursday and go into Papi and buy things and just shop for the family. So you can see how busy this market is. The whole place was choked up. It was even very difficult for us to drive in. So I decided to show you guys this. You can buy your beans here, your rice. Everything here is quite affordable. It doesn't make you break your bank. But you see these people carrying these rollers, or should I call trucks with water in it? They call them mirua. They are the ones that sell water to, like I told you, that the people that live here are low income earners. In fact, there are also people who are not low income earners that live here because they built their houses here, so they don't, have to go pay rent, so they live here. So there are actually places in Pape that you could see the buildings are so beautiful, and you see that in Pape houses, a 2-bedroom, you see a 1-bedroom going for 700,000 because of how close it is to the city center, because of how close it is to Maitama. So a lot of people come here to live here, even though, and they leave very early to work, so the hold up doesn't catch up with them because they already understand the traffic in this place. So you can see it, a lot of people come here to repair their cars because they believe that the mechanics here repair cars cheaper than the city center. And that's why I said I should like to know this, so that when you're in Abuja, or you live in Abuja and you want to work on your car, you should not stress. Just come to Pape. You get cheap labor, you get everything you need.